your style comes when you do more of videos. Practice makes progressions. Don't focus on perfection because perfection doesn't exist. But the more you practice, the more you refine and find clarity.
Hey guys, we have String here with me. String started her LinkedIn video channel from September 2017. She has since grown to a global brand. Her community went from 900 to 23,000 followers since. She has interviewed more than 500 startup founders, marketers, and entrepreneurs. Hey String, hey from the future.
That's my line. Stop stealing my line. Hey from the future. Thanks for having me, Bob.
Yeah, so it's exciting to have like one of the top LinkedIn creators here. So since you've been doing so many videos since last year, do you remember your first LinkedIn video, and what has your journey been like since then?
If you look at my past like video or like my past blog post, the longer form one on LinkedIn, it actually shows you what my first video I did with Miha, and it kind of went viral. But I have to note, there is an unfair advantage being an early beta user for LinkedIn, video user. So I got access to like things, and I have more access to earlier things. So it's like that's like an advantage of being a video innovator, I guess.
Yeah. So you had like access to LinkedIn video before the rest of the world. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it gave me a totally unfair advantage because I was able to leverage that and grow my following really quickly.
Yeah. Since then, you have sort of grown your global brand. I've talked to people from Europe, from America, who says, "Oh, String Story," and that's so exciting. So since maybe many other people had the first advantage to do like beta LinkedIn video, but how did you leverage it and take the opportunity to grow a global brand?
One of the reasons is like a lot of people, like I have, because I've been doing video for the last 4 years, like whether it be live streaming or like interviewing other people, or I can use it as a content because people like watch very visual, and I have a theory about candid content and substance content. But LinkedIn is like an education platform where people want to help grow each other. They want to be better. So I actually think LinkedIn, if they should focus more on retention because people want to grow. So like I do think the first 4 or 10 seconds is actually not a good number or KPI. Good for advertising, but not good for growth.
Yeah. When you say focus on retention, that's a good point because you're one of the few people on LinkedIn that I realized use the word channel, because LinkedIn is not really a channel. It's sort of a feed-based content, and how you think of it as a channel is pretty cool. One of the questions I'm going to ask you is, I think, a common question that you get, but what are the benefits of getting on LinkedIn, and what has it done for yourself?
Oh, you mean in terms of like as a content, as a brand personality?
As a brand, or maybe did it get you new business opportunities?
Oh yeah, I was able to get a client to do consulting within a week.
Yeah, the first week of doing video?
No, just because like I slayed on video and people want to know, it's like, oh, I noticed that you did video, but I also know how you did profiles, and I also know how you do this. So I was like, got someone to pay, like someone pay me to like ask me all about information so they could like apply it to their own channel.
Great stuff. I see that you do like the personal LinkedIn consultation, LinkedIn marketing consultation, right?
Yeah, and that was great because like I was able to share my knowledge out, and they've been like, I had a few clients who are like really killing it on LinkedIn through their own verticals. They're like professionals, corporates, founders, like and CEOs and stuff, and thought leaders as well.
Yeah. And my next question is, like, you always say that there are 500 million users on LinkedIn, but only 1% are video content creators. Why do you think that is so?
Because videos is super scary.
Yeah.
super scary to show your face and to share your thoughts because you think everyone's gonna like judge you for it and you know, troll you for it. But people really don't have the self-confidence to like share their knowledge. But like that's why I only focus on like certain types of people because they're willing to show their face and share their knowledge.
Yeah, that's completely amazing. And I can testify as well. When I first started doing video editing with my own voice and with my own visuals, it's kind of scary. Anyway, I'm here in Kuala Lumpur, and you've been in Asia around recently. One of the challenges for Asian people, and I talked to this with Abby as well, Abby Miyamoto. She said she did an interview with you, and she did like a monologue behind the camera, which is very weird. But that's how most Asian creators do video, because we in the collective society in Asia, we are not so much encouraged to stand out. When you put your video onto Facebook or anywhere, you are sort of standing out, and it's not part of our culture so much as a Western culture to stand out as the hero. So any tips or any words of encouragement you can give to video creators in Asia?
If you want to be famous, then just do it.
Famous.
Because like, you know, like actually I think people want to have an opinion. Like I feel like you shouldn't really focus about standing out, but just sharing knowledge, right? Because I think I grew exponentially just because one, like I'm willing to share knowledge and watch other people grow. So if you do better than me, go for it. I actually want people to do way better than me. So leverage my information and do better than me, and then like give me the information so I could do better too.
Yeah, because your content is all about standing out, from your fashion to your music to your content. It's a bit it's about like standing out in on LinkedIn. So
I guess so, because like, you know, like you probably notice more people are doing video right now, right?
Yeah, but
so if you're not memorable, if you're like a bold white guy all the time, like you're another bold white guy.
yeah.
But if you're like a bold white guy with a gold like a orange beanie, then you're like the guy with the orange beanie. So people will like look for you if they feel like they're super familiar with you.
Yep, it's like your branding. Like, so when I see fried chicken on my feed anywhere, I know that String is posting some content, whether it's text only. Recently, you've been doing a lot of text content, and like whether it's video, if the fried chicken is sort of like your emoji. So, any tips when it comes to different types of content? Like, do you rotate when it comes to video, text?
Oh yeah. So that's a really good question. That's a really cool question, Bob, because people get bored easily. So you have to make sure it's like conversation. You don't have like a flat tone, right? Music is not flat tone like this, right? It's all about cadence. So what can we learn from rapping or like other musicians? Like they go, like when they chorus, they go, and then when they're chilling, they go like chill.
Yeah.
So you have to like you have to like go in these kind of ways, because if you go too much, then people get bored because like they get used to these things. So you have to learn how to go like ebb and flow.
Yeah. Cool.
So good comfort, like you probably mix up your content by doing interviews, and like doing like solo videos and doing like weird things as well, and then talking about it. So that way, like you grab people's attention.
Yeah, and sometimes text is very good because the consumption of text takes less time than watching a video. So sometimes some people do prefer text, especially with the growth of content on LinkedIn. So in terms of Southeast Asia, when I combine Singapore and Malaysia together, there are about less than 10 LinkedIn video content creators. So there's a lot of growth space for Asia. Like in America and Australia, lots of people are doing video, but
like you know, like in China, there's a lot of KOLs, which is like they use live streaming as a way to build up, and gamers use it as a way. Like Twitch is all about gaming, so it's like people don't realize like it's not going to go away. You either be part of the wave or like you get and it's like YouTube. Like in the early days, YouTube channels, people who like were there 10 years ago or 5 years ago were able to grow a decent following by creating content, video content. So that's kind of like the visuals, like or expectations that I have with LinkedIn. There's going to be more videos and there's going to be more channels.
Amazing. And interesting point you brought out about China, because LinkedIn is one of the few social networks allowed in China.
Yes.
Facebook is not there, Instagram is not there, LinkedIn is there, and you can see some of the LinkedIn profiles in China have like Chinese names, which is very exciting. And I really do hope that LinkedIn like really grows in China and Hong Kong and all this place. It's already is in Hong Kong, but China is still like a huge market.
Well, it actually makes more sense if you put Chinese characters, because then people type in those Chinese characters because it's about SEO, right? So like if you're able to be the, because a lot of people are curious about Asia. So when I'm in Asia, my activity in America and Australia goes up. But when I'm in America, my activity from Australia and Asia goes up. When I go to like Australia, then my activity from Asia and America goes up. So it's like, so one of the reasons like having a global community is like you notice like a certain spike when when you're exotic or when you're not in their own country.
Yeah, that's great. What do you think is the future of LinkedIn in Asia? Because I think the adoption here in countries like Vietnam or Thailand and Malaysia is okay, but the adoption here in East Asia is not that high yet, and it's in China.
Like you made a really good point. It's because like LinkedIn is still a very B2B platform.
Yeah.
Whereas like Malaysia, Vietnam, because of the young demographic, they have a very mainstream appeal. So you know, like if you want to target like the mainstream entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs, then you have to make sure that your content suits that demographic.
Yeah.
And I have to say it's not on LinkedIn.
Sorry, who's not on LinkedIn?
Not on LinkedIn. It's on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah. I think there are two factors. I think like Facebook is very big in Vietnam and Thailand is because of the localization. They have like Thai Facebook and Vietnamese Facebook in Vietnam.
No, there's no Vietnamese Facebook,
There's
but
no
they make it Vietnamese. They still make it Vietnamese.
Yeah. It's cool, super cool. And actually LinkedIn really works very well for a good for the service industry, like consulting, marketing, or lawyer or accounting. So it depends on the industry that's growing in the country. So I hope that LinkedIn really grows in this area, so I can get more, because right now I'm networking on LinkedIn and all my friends are from the US. Like all the creators are in the US. Very few of them are here in Asia. Very hard to connect with them. So I hope that community.
Well, that means like you have to like educate the younger like people in Malaysia how to like use LinkedIn better.
Yeah.
Do more work.
I will get like next week someone will be on LinkedIn from Malaysia and say that I coach them to do it. So it'd be cool. Anyway, the next part I want to move on to is you and Bobby Umar and Carrie has created masteryourvideo.com, and three of you have very different video styles. How do people find their style when it comes to content creation?
So in the course, like I deliberately like chose these three different styles because I don't want people to like copy my style, because my style is string style and string style doesn't suit everyone's style, but like I still have the formula to allow people to be the best version of themselves. So having like a diverse way of how to do their video shows that they have to develop their own styles. So your style is different from my style. Like Goldie Chan is different from my style versus someone else's style. Like, and the thing about video is, if you want to keep on doing video, like maintaining a facade is going to be really tiring. You may as well have fun showing your personality, or like you look like you're having fun. Like Diana, like she's having fun on videos, and you could tell she's having fun with videos. But you have to like do it your own style, otherwise it's not sustainable. Because it's like the fastest way of showing your mirror. It's showing yourself to the world.
How did you find your style? Did it come like in the 100 video, or did it come like gradually, or like did it come when you were doing steps?
Having a community look, they will tell us like, I like your hat. The green hair is amazing.
Yeah.
So your community kind of tells you what it is. Like now, like I have yeah, the fried chicken jokes, everyone who knows me will like throw fried chicken jokes every time at me.
Yeah.
So you kind of know, right? So your community is a big validator of like, or engaged audience will start validating you. If I change my glasses, everyone will be like, "Did you change your glasses? String, you look so much better now." So, so if you had like red hair, everyone likes, and or like I had a short haircut, everyone's going to talk about that because it's part of your brand, right? Your visual brand, and your style comes when you do more of videos. Practice makes progressions. Don't focus on perfection because perfection doesn't exist. But the more you practice, the more you refine and find clarity.
I see. I just thought of a very important question, and I think this is a question for you. What do you think about quantity versus quality? So there's
Yeah.
there's debate to give in context. When it comes to social media, when I do it for my brands, I go for quality. Like I like it's better to take time to get out a good piece of
Do
content.
you mean quality?
Yeah,
If
quality
you want to
content.
grow,
Yeah,
so based on like my studies over the last 4 years, if you push out every day
yeah,
and maintain quality,
yeah,
then you do really well.
yeah. So it's
Because
both. Yeah,
if you look at the most successful YouTube channels,
yeah,
they all do it every day, but that's full time.
yeah,
So you have to be a full time content creator to maintain quality, high content based on volume.
yeah,
That's how you be a channel.
yeah,
So and I'm like, fortunately, one of those content creators that do it for full time.
yeah,
So if you want to like grow like rapidly, but
yeah.
you have to be a full time content creator, or you do like based on quality because then you build up your expertise in that space.
Yeah, because most of the LinkedIn community have their own profession or like have a business to run. So I would say focus on quality, but also keep the quantity going, keep
Yep.
the
So
consistency going.
otherwise, if you're like a non full time content creator and you are on here every day, I'll be questioning your professional aptitude.
Yeah, what are you doing, right? You don't if you don't have like a personal videographer, I think it's very impossible to do. Or you need to pay
I'll be
someone.
like, why are you on here every day? Don't you have clients to look after?
Your clients will be wondering why is he. So I have some of my clients as connections. So like clients will be wondering why is he doing video and not doing work. So it can be quite interesting. So as part of Master Your Video, one of the features is that you have a community Facebook group. So like you said, you found your voice when it comes to your community. So what are the other benefits when it comes to having a community when it comes to content creation?
Okay. So master your video goal and vision is to help the next generation of content creators through video because most experts, most like thought leaders, most like people who have like a strong opinion or intention for the world, I find that they do the best on video because they have something to say.
Yeah.
And they have a personality to like they have their own personality. But I feel like a community would do better when they have a support group because it's really hard to do videos, but they want feedback as well. So having a good feedback loop where they could like grow every time they share a video to the group, everyone could like give like 2 cents about how to improve on it. And every video is all about like giving them, good feedback, what they like about it, what they think is wrong with it a little bit, because they have to know what's wrong with it, and then like give a suggestion on how to improve on it.
I see, good stuff. Do they take the feedback great in a nice way or?
I don't. Well, I think it's about like having the like encouragement to like, because I always like, I call it the sandwich rule. Like, tell them what you like about it, like what I like about it. Tell them what I don't like about it, and tell how they can improve on it next.
Cool.
Because I want to see them grow. Like the
Yeah.
whole point is to see them grow.
Yeah. Okay. One of the things that I realized that you say a lot is that you interviewed over 500 startup founders, marketers, and entrepreneurs. How did you? This is just a question for my audience. How did you get to interview network to interview so many people?
when you build up a portfolio of videos of high quality interviews, you know, like people say Gary Vee or like someone they know, it kind of shows that they want to be on that list, and it kind of shows that that's like my network and community as well, because like those 500 people are people that are like I have conversations with and connected with, like probably like 80% of them I could like go and follow up with them and say, hey, I would love to follow up with the last video. So it's like a good conversation starter. Two, it's also a good way to network because you value people's time. It's actually respecting people who are super busy, but knowing that they had this video afterwards means that they have something to like share to their networks as well.
Great, great. I hope I get to do as many interviews as you have, because I do like remote interviews.
Yeah, just don't stop. Like I feel like for me next year, I'll be like, after September, who has started doing video and who has stopped? Who's going to be the next generation of content creators that will do video for 2 years, 10 years? Yeah. So that's like the kind of like milestone that I'm like looking at when people do videos.
Yeah. So before we go, I think I'm almost at the end right now. What message do you have for aspiring video creators, especially in Asia?
So you're probably wondering, it's like, I really want to do video, but I don't know where to start. That's why you should join masteryourvideo.com. And if you want the discount for it, it's FC, which stands for fried chicken, 30. So you get 30% off because you like fried chicken as much as I do.
Great. Okay, thanks, String, for being on the show. Follow String on LinkedIn and get on masteryourvideo.com. All right, thanks, String.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.